Last session, you have been getting work on fractions, and some of you have sent to me your summary of what you listened to the last time, and you've done well. That's very good. Now this morning we want to look some more at fractions. Well, we're going to establish a definition for the word fraction. Now let's read. What is a fraction? The question is asked. What is a fraction? Let's see what we have here. A fraction is a number that names a part of a whole or part of a group or collection. Let's do that one more time. And we're going to read it a little faster. What is a fraction? A fraction is a number that names a part of a whole or part of a group or collection. So in other words, boys and girls, a fraction is not a whole. A fraction is part of a whole. So here we go. This morning the topic is understand fractions. Understand fractions. And our objective, the word objective means A, the target of the lesson. So the objective of the lesson is to use what you know to understand fractions. So already I believe most of you have done fractions in group 5. So you are familiar with fractions. And so you're going to use what you know from what you've learned to understand what I'm teaching you today. Guided practice. Now here we have a square and it's divided. And it has two shaded parts and it has two parts that are not shaded. Already you know that the top part is called numerator and the bottom part is called denominator. For example, we have this fraction here, 2/5. The top is called the numerator and the bottom is called the denominator. And this line that is here is called the fraction bar. Fraction bar. So if I tell you to give me the shaded part for this, the shaded part is always the numerator. And the unshaded part is the denominator. Good. So here goes. We have the shaded and we have the unshaded. We have A, letter A, and letter B. This is number 1 of the guided practice. So here we have it. What is the shaded part of this drawing? Let's hear what somebody has to say. What do you have to say, Shamarli? Ah, very good, Shamarli. What about you, let me see now. Christina? Good. Take one more answer. All right. What about you, Fencer? Good. So the shaded part we have 1, 2. So the shaded part becomes 2. We use our fraction bar. And in order to find the denominator, we have to count everything. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So this becomes 2/4. That's the shaded part. The unshaded part will be the parts that are not shaded. So that's 1, 2. And again, we draw our fraction bar and the denominator remains the same, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. 2/4. So the shaded part, 2/4, unshaded, 2/4. Let's try this one. We have how many parts shaded? 1. Very good. 1 part is shaded. And what's the denominator? Let's hear you, Adriantili. Ah, very good. 4. The denominator is 4. We get it by counting. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that becomes 1/4. So now we go to the unshaded part. Alberta, how about you? What's the unshaded part? 3. Ah, very good, Alberta. That's 3/4. Very good. That's 1, 2, 3. That becomes your numerator, and the denominator, we count everything. Let's go over here. The instruction, read with me. Write each as a fraction or mixed number. We're writing each as a fraction or a mixed number. So here we have number 3. Let's see who will read that for me. Puelo, Racheli. Ah, nice reading. All right, let's go everybody. 1 and 1/10. How do we write that? It says 1 and 1/10. Let's go. 1 and 1/10. Ah, that's very easy, right? Let's try number 4. Let's read together. 8/9. How do we write that? Shanoa. 8/9. That's good. 8/9. That's 8/9. And the last one. Let's read everyone. 3 and 2/3. 3 and 2/3. And it goes like this. 3 and 2/3. Okay, boys and girls, now you'll be trying some on your own. Thank you very much.